What's up, guys? This is Louis. We're starting on the KV. Before I started, I wanted to point something out that Rolling Thunder Models, he pointed that out. The version pictured on the kit is actually the E version, not the B like Tamiya shows here. It's actually the E version. The B version had no extra armor and had a longer gun. So that's a little inaccuracy that Tamiya did, but it happens. They're not the first ones, and since I can modify anything, because this is an open box group build that I'm doing, so it's gonna have to be a inaccuracy there, but I'll correct the title. I'll put a E after the first update. So what we did here, let me show you. We're on step number 3. You guys can see we're working on all the wheels and stuff. We already installed the extra armor on the side of the hole, the bottom hole. We're gonna be adding the plate and the extra steps here. I'm skipping some steps because of the painting. I want to be able to weather inside the tracks. You guys can see this is the extra plate right there. That's all glued in. So we're working slowly. The group build is actually about 6 months long, so I'm not in a hurry to build this thing. I actually have to finish the Thunderjet before I do this. But yeah, it's a simple, straightforward build. It shouldn't take me too long to actually build it. I think the very first updates are just gonna be where I'm at with the build itself, but not really in detail of what we're gonna be doing with the kit. I don't know if that made sense or not, but so I'm working with the wheels, and I'm gonna cut the video now and then show you the when they're all put together and stuff. All right, be back. Alright guys, so that took me about, I want to say about 30 minutes. I kept going, I kept getting interrupted, I keep, getting sidetracked, just watching YouTube videos and stuff. But yeah, we're pretty much done with the whole suspension, with the wheels and stuff. My terminology on armor is not that great, so, I call them wheels, but feel free to tell me what they call them. Plates on the front and the back. They're placed, as well as the ones on the side. They're still, the glue is still wet. The wheels, they're not glued in. I just put them on so that I could get an idea of what's going to get weather and how and all that stuff. It's important for me to look at the instructions and look at not only where you're at the build, but like look forward so that exactly. For example, I don't want to be spending a lot of time weathering this part and finding out that there's going to be a plate on top, and all that work is just a waste of time. But most of the times it's just things that we know they're there, but you can't really see them. So that's it for this update. We're pretty much done with step number 4 out of 10 steps. So you guys can see it's a really basic kit. Reason why I chose this kit, it was because I want to concentrate on the weather and I want to have fun with the weathering. And that's what the coming videos are going to be about, is just mainly focusing on the weathering and how I do things, how I simulate mud and all that stuff. when I fool around with color modulation and all that stuff. So hope you guys join me. This is fun. You can tell this is really simple. So thank you guys for watching. On the next update, we're probably gonna work on the rest of the tank up to the turret, and yeah, it's just fun. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye bye.